Speaker on the list is Mr. Tamás Messerich for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Thank you, President. It is certainly not easy to formulate a statement on the tragic situation in Gaza, which is simultaneously meaningful, actually helpful to the victims and the vulnerable populations, and hopefully may have an impact on the entire crisis. As a first-time member, I came here with a certain level of idealism, not unlike many of you, I presume, anyway. Idealism in the sense of believing that benevolent intentions and political wisdom may be able to produce exactly such statement and such type of a resolution, and such actions resulting from these statements. I'm afraid the joint resolution is not such a text. And I regret to say that. I was also there at the negotiations yesterday. I may be a bit of an idealist, but at the same time I'm not naive. I know that in cases of escalating violence, you'd better tread very, very lightly in order not to exacerbate the situation. That is true. But in this case, walking on tiptoes resulted in an empty resolution text. This is the considered view of me and the group simultaneously. I don't call into the question the motives of the major parties. In trying to write a brief text focusing on de-escalation and trying to balance and to make the possibilities of de-escalation at least meaningful, but the excessive pruning and eliminated actually almost all content. We regret to say that we cannot vote for an empty shell of a resolution. First of all, the text fails to mention almost anything related to the EU. Whenever the EU appears in the text, it appears tangentially. If we agree that the EU should play an influential role in the region and in all its adjacent regions, and this text gets dangerously close to an abdication of responsibility. We try to rectify that with the resolution with an amendment that we tabled to paragraph 6. Secondly, the text fails to mention a number of facts that my colleague already listed. These facts are inconvenient, I know, but I'm sure I speak in the name of my group and myself simultaneously when I say I consider myself a friend of Israel. But I'm also a friend of Palestine, and it's a duty of friends to call the attention to inconvenient facts as well. Thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker on the list is Mr. Fabio Massimo Castaldo. The floor is yours for 3 minutes.
Signor Presidente, onorevoli colleghi, noi del Movimento 5 Stelle non siamo qui per sostenere ciecamente una fazione o per appiccicare sul nostro petto un'etichetta per interesse.